Welcome, 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 guys. It's so good to see you. A very warm welcome to another stream of ours. I'm very happy to, first of all, see you. Thank you very much for, giving this great opportunity to have once in a week conversation with you. This is an excellent way to have this conversation and share your doubts. My name is Akash, and I'll be your financial analyst for today. And I'm more than happy to visit you guys. It's an amazing thing. The market are amazing. Now we have taken a couple of trades right now. One of the trades which I have taken on Bitcoin on the selling sentiments, another one on the gold on the bullish sentiment. So there are a lot of things that I wanted to share with you. First of all, have you seen the recent market analytics? The gold, the prices of gold, the euro, USD, USD, JPI, everything is happening to create a great trading advices for us. I will be sharing you my insights, what would be the trading ideas for this week, even though we will be predicting one state of an asset considerably to maximize our profitability on. So I'm more than happy. First of all, thank you very much for joining today's stream. Guys, in case if you have any question that you may seek to ask me, I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Make sure you ask them in the comment section. Your question basically help us to determine what sort of problems that you are going through and where we can basically help you out. Our objective is to make money. Remember these guys. And by following market analytics and market updates, we can definitely know about the market trend and the market to much more broader manner. So as you can see on my screen, I have taken a couple of trades. First on the gold. Now I'll tell you what is the reason why I'm taking a trade on gold. So gold has surpassed all the levels the people were expecting, one of the biggest level. Now here, what I took the trade and hit here with the highest value of multiply. I take the stop loss in here in case the market reverses. That would be the minimum number of profit that I really want to make on this trade of mine. Okay, so the first thing is gold has shattered all the records. It reached to 3,421. That is one of the highest record if you switch the graph to one day, one of the highest record, and the trend will continue for some period of time, not for always but for some period of time. Like we have seen from the history of gold that whenever it often time to break the existing level, it reaches that level, and then there would be some sort of corrections happen. So now once again the gold has broken all the records and it's rising now, but then again it will try to recover itself to some extent. That means there will be some sort of correction will be happening on gold. So right now, let me just close the trade. There are some corrections happening. So we just first of all close our one of the trades in here. And I'll show you a few more trading ideas for today by sharing what I feel about the market. And based on that, we can have a good conversation where I will be sharing you my insights and what could be the trading ideas we can provide for today. So if you want to check my trading history for today, this is my trading history. These are the number of trades I have taken with the great accuracy of around 69%. I was able to generate a good amount of profit. At the same time, I will be sharing you my insights. Anyways, welcome to the session. And yeah, your questions matters a lot to us. Mr. Abhinav Singh ji, Mr. Singh, very warm welcome to the. It's been a very long time. So Abhinav ji is one of my old clients, and so good to see you. Good evening, sir. Nice to meet you after a long duration of 3 months. Hope you still remember me. Absolutely, Abhinav ji. Abhinav ji is a part of the team from a very long time. Welcome to the stream. I welcome you behalf from the financial analyst team. Once again, Mr. House of Stories says, sir, guide me. I have a huge loss of 3 million Pakistan. I'm very sorry for the unfortunate losses. I wanted to understand the people when they are taking the trade, what's the psychology behind it? Now, guys, if you want to recover your losses, we all wanted to do that to some extent. But in order to recover your losses, you should know how to recover. If you'll see, majority of the trade that I take in my trading account are highly small amounts. So what I do, I basically split my risk. Small amount of trade, I majorly take the trade on fixed time trade. However, bigger amount of trades I usually go out on forex, because in forex I have the freedom to close any trade or place the trade anytime if I want to. If you take an example for this trade for today, I have taken a trade on Bitcoin, and it just been like few minutes back, exactly, yeah, exactly at 6 o'clock I open up the trade. And here I expected the market to fall down a little. So I have some good news to share with you. I will be sharing all these details with you. Uh, Mr. Swaraj ji ho bhai. Mr. Swaraj, welcome to the stream. House of Stories said, I am with Olymptrade from last 2.5 years. That's a great long amount of time. So if you're an expert status client, I would highly encourage you to have a personal session with one of my colleagues. You can click on this help section, go to support and ask our support team to schedule a personal consultation with you. As a financial analyst team, our objective is to help client to understand the market. Not only that, but to help them understand how the market works and where are the various points where they could be able to generate a good amount of profit and be able to recover their losses. Every analyst approach is different. My analysis would be different for the recovery. But for today's session, as you know, the name of the stream will be talking about the market at length. And here we will be able to also try to generate some good amount of profit. There will be some sort of correction will be happening on the gold very soon. That means even though the price of gold is increasing, I strongly believe that some sort of correction can happen from this point. I will be taking some trades in fixed time and in forex. As you know, the session is completely dedicated on the market overview. What do I feel about the market? And based on these analysis, we will see where the market will go. And yeah, some forex trading advice I would love to give you for today. Mr. House of Stories says I do on FTT, not forex. So there are benefits of using both the things. So the first thing that we'll do when we try to switch on fixed time trade, we often go with the small amount because the risk involved in the fixed time trade would be a little higher. However, on Forex, we have an option to close our trade anytime if you wish to. If you feel like, our trades are going on the negative front, we can close the trade at that particular point and whatever profit we made, that specific amount will be created back to our trading account. Mr. Naresh ji said, Naresh Finance, can you help me in binary trading or volume trade? Mr. Nishant, forgive me for pronouncing your name wrongly. So, thank you very much for this question. First of all, Mr. Niansh, Olymptrade does not provide binary trading. We provide trading in fixed time, forex, and stocks. There's a huge difference between that. So, Olymptrade does not provide binary trading. It provides fixed time trading, forex, and stocks. So, Mr. Nilesh said, I lost more amount. I'm very sorry for the unfortunate losses that you have went through. Nilesh, I wanted to understand, like we often time to take the trade. What's your risk to reward ratio? Like how much amount of money that you feel that would be very high for you? Let's take an example. For me, if I'm able to make 1 to 3% of the capital that I have in my trading account every day, I'll quit the trading. What's your objective? Like when do you quit the trading? And like how much amount on a single trade that you execute, because I can assist you guys, but to help you clearly I need more data, because data points help me to understand that what sort of changes that needed to be done in your trading account that we can do. Mr. Shiv Kumar ji said, sir, I'm doing training in Olymptrade from last year, but total loss is almost $60,000. How can I recover it? Is it possible? Mr. Shivakumar, I'm very sorry again. Sir, this is very unfortunate to see all of you guys are losing amount, because trading is very easy unless you know how to do it. Our objective as an analyst to help you as much as possible by giving you good trading advice and the trading ideas where you can, capitalize your trading profit on. How can recovery be possible? Sir, recovery, I have seen there were some incidents where clients were recovering their capital. Some incidents that client took like an idea. I have some managers, some clients also. Usually often tend to have conversation there with them. And what I have found out, people do recover their money, but the problem with the recovery is we often tend to forget the losses. You make money, you leave the market. And if you lose them, so I usually follow 1:2 rule. I'll just talk about it for a couple of minutes and then we'll directly jump to the trading ideas that I feel which will can help us by today. I follow 1:2/3 rule. That means if suppose let's just suppose I want to make like around $100 for today. So amount of money that I'll be risking would be $50, and $100 will be the call out day for me. If I make 1:2, that means whatever risk I'm taking, let's just suppose of $5, I'll make $10 and I leave the market for that specific day. So you have to have a predefined goal. And at the same time, if you want to take the risk with the higher amount, I would highly encourage you to go ahead with the forex or stock mode, because using this mode, it would be way easier to guys for you to make money. Anyway, so let's talk about that. Where in case you guys you need assistance, I would highly recommend you to go to help option. If you have advanced level or expert level, go to support center. Raise your callback request from the financial analyst team. Our team will contact you, and we will try to schedule your session and help you out to the best possible extent possible from our end. So let's get started. Guys, I have a couple of news events on which we can make a good amount of profit. We'll start with the Bitcoin. Let me just remove every asset from here and we'll start with the Bitcoin from the first part. Let me just remove from my screen. Okay. So I wanted to have a very closer look on this, guys. See, while I was observing Bitcoin has an excellent support level close to, because it went in the last week close to 74,000. And here it came back to another level, which we call it as a psychological level of resistance for the Bitcoin. It is from the graph that you can see. Let me draw a line to give you a little insight about it. Okay. So if we draw a horizontal like this, and we selected the graph for a day, you see that it's a psychological level where the Bitcoin is failing to move above this. From this point of view, that's the only reason why I took the trade in Bitcoin, specifically in the down direction, because it will try to break this level, absolutely. But then we know for sure the correction will happen very soon. And that's the reason why we took the trade in Bitcoin, specifically in the downward direction. This is for the scalping purpose, because from this level, Bitcoin will often try to break above this level. Not right now, but in the future. On the safer side, what we did, we took our stop loss on the positive front, which is $64. In case market reverses, at least we'll be making like around $64 if you can watch from this. That's the first analogy. Uh, Mr. Apak, oh, great, sir. Good to see you in the comment session. Gold has reached 1 lakh in the live market today evening. Yes, yes, indeed. So, in the Indian market, if you may see, it's more than a lakh rupee for 10 gram of gold. This is a sudden surge in the market. The result is the Donald Trump has applied. So gold usually, like a lot of countries are reserving gold for the future part. Every country's central bank is gathering gold, and it is using it as a backup currency. If we take an example for USD, people often tends to store USD for the what we can say that the foreign exchange, right? But in that case, the gold, the value has been highly appreciated, and Mr. Donald Trump also made a statement because of which the buying in gold has happened on the tremendous front. The trade war was begun on 2nd of April, and starting on that, there was some sort of correction happen on gold. But we know for sure when the value of gold decreases, when the value of gold decreases, it it went down for some sort of correction, and then again the market starting rising after that. So remember, this gold still has the highest. I still also feel that the gold is highly overbought, but it will not come very soon into the bearish trend. It has to rise because of the existing economic situations happening. So I have few more good news for you, right? There is this one analogy that I'm quite heavily relying on. We are clearly watching the prices of Brent right now. Now, Brent, if we look the graph for a day, you will come to the conclusion there are 2 points on which it basically struggles to move ahead. So the first one is like around $71 per barrel. And the second one, let me just draw an horizontal line for the further explanation, and it will give you some set of ideas where we can actually make a good amount of profit on. So let's do this. So this is a very first level of support that we can see around $70 per barrel. And this is the second level of support. Okay, so let me draw another line. Here we go. Some of you probably would have followed my last stream advice where I estimated the value of Brent has been highly undersold, oversold, if we may say, and there were higher chances for the value of Brent to increase. And it still has a lot of chances to increase, but still I'm waiting for some sort of correction to happen. I'm waiting for Brent to decrease to buy like around $2 or $3 per barrel. That means like $62 to $63 per barrel. And in that situation, in my personal opinion, I'll be opening up a trade with the 10x in the upward direction, so that there's a possibility for it. Even if the market follows down, we will still have the chances on the rising front. Mr. Abhinav ji said, sir, tomorrow, 22 April crude oil inventories data is coming. What do you analysis for this data and also assist us with this week's market conditions? So I have, sure thing, we'll talk about that. So Brent crude oil inventories are being released once in every week. Now, these crude oil inventories are being released by US. Okay, and now what we have seen that the US market is full of all the uncertainties because of the a lot of factors, because of the tariff, one of the biggest factor, I may say. So if we go on to the economic, I also have to share with you one amazing trading idea for today. It will be able to help you out to understand the market. Let me just select the timing for India, and for tomorrow, let's just select that. In case, guys, you do not know about these filters, let me know in the comment section. I'll be teaching you them. If you seek an information about this, we will have an exclusive session on this. So tomorrow, I do not see any crude oil inventory data. Do we have it for today? Let's do it for this week. US FOMC meeting. Yeah, the crude oil inventories data is on 23rd of April. That means day after tomorrow. Now, in a lot of times, I have seen if the crude oil inventories are green, that means they have the surplus amount of crude oils are available. Then, in that situation, the market usually often tends to tumble down. But in case these data are red, that means there will be a higher demand for the crude. So, there is a possibility for Brent to rise. So, I hope I'm able to clarify this situation to you, Abhinavji. Now, let's move ahead. Guys, there is an excellent news for today, right? Observe this. So earning results has been started. Okay. One of the biggest company, Netflix, released its earning report, and that is on Thursday. But its impact will be wide today. So it's just amazing to see. So let's just watch this. So earning data has been released, and Netflix released its earning report on 17th of April. Unfortunately, on 18th the market was closed. So that means here by today we will be seeing this greatest impact. So let's just observe this. If you'll see Netflix, company able to make $10.54 billion, and EPS, that is we call it as earning per share. They increase the earning per share in future, which it turns out to be the dividend, turned out to be 6.61. Now here we can see there is a moon symbol. That means the impact could have been on the April 18, but April 18 was on holiday. So therefore its impact will be by today. Now I want you to have a very closer attention. This is an excellent idea to work on. So Netflix on 17. Let's just watch this because the market will be closed now. But here I have a good idea for you. Correct? So Netflix, okay. Let me just open Netflix here. Okay. The existing price of Netflix is 974. And while I was watching what would be the chances for Netflix prices to rise, I was keenly observing the stats. And for today, there will be a gap up of around more than 3% in the prices of Netflix. And how we would be able to check that? You can check these prices out on one of the easiest site. We call it as Yahoo Finance. You can also check it in the investing.com, but to make it more clear, you can go to Yahoo Finance, and here we will search the pre-market price of Netflix. Now I want you to observe this. The price of Netflix right now is around 974. And because of the earning was on the positive front, the only way for the Netflix to move was in the bullish sentiments. That means, can you see this? Netflix will be close to 900 and it was in the morning around 3%. But to give you an idea, Netflix will be rising. But the when I was observing Nasdaq, I was having this conversation from a couple of days with my clients. If you see Nasdaq, market dropped by around 2.5%. 2.5%. So that means even Netflix increase like opens from this point 990 level. There is a strong possibility that $1,000 per share will act as a good level of resistance for Netflix. And there is a possibility for the Netflix to tumble down. In my opinion, I'll be taking a trade on this as soon as the market opens. So this will give me a clear idea where should I be holding the position on this or not, because Nasdaq index is decreasing. As soon as S&P 500 is on the decreasing side, let's just check it. Okay, so S&P 500. Let me write down S&P. Okay, here we go. S&P 500 is also showing us on the negative front, guys. Around 2% the market tumble down. So there are good chances as soon as the market opens for the Netflix, even though with 2% positivity, that means the market will open. Right now, the prices of Netflix is close to around 974. It will try to open at around 990. And as soon as it comes very close to 1,000 level or something, there's a high possibility for the market to fall from this possibility. There will be a shorter correction which can happen. So in the longer run, we can benefit out. That's not only the trading idea. Guys, in case you want to know how to profit on these trading ideas, I will conduct a separate session to show you the likelihood of tomorrow's Tesla's event. So today, Netflix, there's a huge possibility that the Netflix will rise to some extent, and then there will be some sort of correction will happen because it will be close to 1,000 level. 1,000 level will act as a great level of resistance. So there is a good possibility for Netflix to decrease from this price. Not only this, I have another event. Tesla's earning report will be released for tomorrow. I was reading Tesla's news report, and I was trying to understand the pattern by which it will be increasing or decreasing. And I found an excellent way while I was doing the research on Tesla. So, guys, these trading ideas will be highly based on the forex, right? On the forex analysis, you can do that. So, let me just share you my point of view on what Tesla possibility can be there, like what sort of possibilities will be there for the Tesla. So Tesla's first quarter earning report. What are the earning reports? So every month, every company, the companies which are publicly listed, may it be Netflix, Amazon, Tesla, Walmart. We can also say that Amazon, Google, Mastercard, Visa, Pfizer. These are all the publicly listed companies, right? Publicly traded companies. We made profit. Our trade just got close. So how much amount of profit we made? Okay, so our SL was hit. The market started recovering to some extent. So yeah, around $63 profit we made. So that was a good thing. We took our stop loss on the positive front. Even if the market reverses, we would be able to make money and still be able to make a good amount of profit. Unfortunately, I missed one comment. Just give me a second, sir. Fed chair Jeremy going to be sacked soon by Trump. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the hypothesis, sir. Because Jeremy Powell has a very strong opinion about like he will not be helping the market in one way or another by increasing or decreasing the interest rate. So there is a possibility whether the Jeremy Powell will be in the loop or not, because Jeremy Powell has a very strict stances for the interest rate, whether he will be decreasing. So his stance was basically to decrease the interest rate, but based on the existing market condition, when the recession is very high, giving money at the lesser interest rate, uh, They think that the economy will flourish. It's a short-term possibility, but the long term has a little consequences associated with that. Yeah, that's in my opinion. That's unfortunately, but yeah, we'll see what was the major upcoming events, and based on that, we will see how the Jeremy Powell being in the market can help to some extent or not. But still, the market is recovering because of the announcement with our Donald Trump has recently made. So the market did tumble down, but let's just hope uh, the market will not continuously fall down. So they basically put like around 90 days tariff extension for all the countries, and we'll see that how it basically impact the market. But yeah, I was talking about Tesla. Thank you very much for your comment, and that's a very thoughtfully said, so Mr. Akbar. Mr. Mind Sitting says, "Hi, am I in the loss of 3500 INR? Can you give me some asset to trade next?" Sir, I would absolutely love to do that. But our objective as a trader and as a financial analyst is to help you to understand the trend and not to give you the signals directly. Because once you know any strategy that you work on, you will get an idea, you will get a sense of idea that whether the strategy works or not by yourself rather than relying on anyone else. So, so in my humble opinion, I would highly recommend you to depend on your strength rather than asking anyone for the signal. Very sorry to say that. But yeah, this is our objective, guys. So in case if you need any assistance at all, we are there to help you out by one way or another. If you have advanced or expert status, please reach out to the help section, our team support session, and ask the account managing team to get in contact with you. They will try to contact you, and your session will be scheduled. Advanced status clients have been given like around one session in a month, whereas the expert status clients are given four sessions in a month. In both of the ways, these sessions will help you out in much more broader manner, guys. Mr. Sujendran Manoharan said, "Hi, bro. What is your opinion for Nasdaq? Is it still a strong sell? If so, how far it will go?" So every market, when it increases or decreases, it ain't matter. It recover at times. So if you take an example for the recent variation happened with the Nasdaq, where Nasdaq basically fall 1 year bottom S price. So that means this is one of the greatest fall that we have seen so far in the US market. That has happened on 7th, soon after, like 4 days after the statement which was made. So here in this situation, the market did recover because the market tumbled down greatly, so it has to recover at some margin. Now, in my opinion, earning rhythm can help to some extent, but the market is on moderate size of selling and buying because we haven't seen the bigger decrease in the asset, but the earning results has been there now around the corner, especially for tomorrow. I want you to look tomorrow's earning results for Tesla. So Tesla's earning report will be released by tomorrow after midnight 1:30 according to the Indian Standard Time. And while I was reading this comment, let me just quickly give you a brief analogy. What do I think about this? So Tesla overall produced, while I was reading this comment, it reduced 3,62,615 vehicles, right? And out of which only 3,36,611 vehicles were delivered. So that means closely 30,000 vehicles were not Tesla were not able to sell it. It fell short because of that. Correct? And based on this, it makes like around 30% year on year decline. So I'm very keenly keeping an eye on the Tesla's earning. Now, Elon Musk is a great person, but based on that, we have to see whether the company is able to generate profit or not. And by tomorrow, I'm expecting it to be close on to the revenue corner, but it's very difficult for Tesla now, based on the existing conditions, what is going on in the US economy. So keep a very closer look on Tesla's earning report. If the Tesla's earning reports are negative, and even in the pre-market, if you see, go to Yahoo Finance and you can by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you check Tesla. You write down Tesla in here and see whether the pre-market situation are negative. If both of these are negative, no, market has to tumble down. And here you can see the pre-market prices. Tesla will be dropping today by close to 4.64%. So that means overall, this drop is also contributing to the fall of Nasdaq. That is the reason why the Nasdaq is showing around like 2.5% negative for us. And the next week, I'll be coming up with few more trading ideas with you. Keep a very closer look on. As I told you, the gold, there will be a slight possibility for gold to go into the correction. Every time when gold reaches the highest value, it corrects after some interval of time. Correct. So here it reaches the highest value, it will certainly go down to some extent. And when it decreases, there will be some sort of correction. And then from that moment, you will have an opportunity to buy particularly gold. Gold has this, like gold never has like gold, although it's been overbought, but it's still gonna increase to some extent, unless some intervention done by the US policy maker. But unfortunately, Mr. Powell will be, there's a high possibility that Mr. Powell will be sacked. So we'll be keeping a closer look on it. So, guys, thank you very much for being staying ahead with me. I still have a lot of things to share, but unfortunately, time is running out. Your comments was amazing. Thank you very much. I was actively having conversations with you. Thank you very much for actively participating in the conversation. I will be coming up with few more trading ideas in the next week, and I'll be guiding you accordingly. Thank you very much for having me for today's session. My name is Akash Malhotra, and guys, I'll be signing up for today. Thank you very much for having me. Yeah, so one last comment by Abhinavji. Yes, Netflix. So Netflix is currently open at 9.95. That's great. Let's look into Netflix. So the price usually changes. So the thing with this is here. Okay. Now it was in the pre-market showing us 2.5%. Now it is showing like around 100 and 1,005. So based on that, I think Netflix will wait for a little downtrend to happen. That means like whenever there is a sudden gap up happens here, you will see this gap up happens uh, with some part of time. I think the strong buying zone is indicating, but this level could act as a level of resistance in my opinion. So probably if it rises for today, the correction can happen very soon. So let's wait for it. This is increasing amazingly nice. So a lot of buying order has been executed because the Netflix has a positive earning report. But this increase will be shortly followed after a little downtrend. So yeah, thank you very much for having me. Take care and good luck. Bye bye. Thank you very much.